donating to the MACC Fund at 414-978-9500 or at 1029thehog.com. Now, back to Bob and Brian's Radiothon, presented by Painting by Christopher on Milwaukee's 1029 The Hog.
As you just heard, it is the Bob and Brian MACC Fund Radiothon 2026. We don't come here to just talk to each other. That'd be boring.
Presented by Painting by Christopher. Call in your bid. Next electric phone number, 414-978-9500.
Please welcome to the program for the first time. You might have seen him over the last couple of weeks. He was working over in Europe. Picked up a couple of golds in speed skating. Jordan Stolz. Good afternoon, Jordan. How are you?
Hey, how's it going? I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Well, none of us has a gold medal.
Yeah, you're better
much
than
less
us.
like two.
Automatically.
Yeah, we're two behind you right now.
Right, but we're closing in.
Oh, yeah? Yeah, you might be able to get it.
You started skating when you were how old?
I was 5 when I started in my backyard on the frozen pond.
Wow.
So did your parents put, it was a frozen pond. It wasn't, didn't run the garden hose in the backyard and have you skating back there?
No, it's a pond that, like, they had dug, when I was, like, 3 or 4 years old.
Okay.
Like, just to have a pond. And then I was watching, like, the 2010 Olympics. It was the first Olympics I ever watched. And we had, like, speed skating came on. I really liked it, watching Apollo Ono, if you guys know or remember who that is.
But he was short track. He was a short track skater.
Yeah, I started in short track, too.
Okay.
After, when I first started, and up until I was, like, 13 years old. But, yeah, just skating on the frozen pond with my sister is, where it all began.
Do a lot of people start on the short track and then go to the long track, or is that not even a thing?
Yeah, it's like hard to do crossovers like on the long track because it's such a big turn radius. And short track, you can lean more, and it's like easier to start out and get faster pretty quickly.
Let's face it, short track is insanity. I mean, everything happens so fast right in front of you. There's wipeouts, all that stuff. It's a little more. I think it's exciting watching the short track, but it's more understandable with what you do.
Yeah, it can be dangerous doing that. But like when I was doing it, I had a lot of crashes and everything, and getting hurt and injured and stuff. But I was always better on the long track side. And when you're racing like the guy next to you in long track, obviously it's all based on like your personal time. So there's nobody can like impede you and like take you out, and it's really the strongest skater that wins. So I really like that, because then it's like technical and physical versus you could be the strongest guy in short track, and then some little guy comes up next to you and just hits your blade, and you go flying to the pads and break a bunch of and you're done. Right?
Hey.
So you're learning to skate on a pond. I've been on pond skating. There's nothing smooth about him. I don't know how you would figure out that, hey, he's pretty good out there. He's pretty fast, because it's just...
Or how you would even get going fast on pond ice, really.
Yeah, I mean, it's bumpy, have a couple crashes. On my pond, like I was doing crossovers and circles, and if you were to fall, luckily I never did, you would just fly right into the rocks and, probably break your blade.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
So
there's no padding.
So you learn to stay up. How about that?
I mean, you kind of have to, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, because your parents are gonna buy you new skates every time you fall down because you hit the rocks.
Oh yeah,
right.
Well, then the bill's going to go up, right? And you're just going to have to do more work, more chores. So I have to do already a lot of work outside. You just got to do even more then.
So did you kind of figure at some point I'm pretty good at this, or did somebody tell you you're pretty good at this?
A lot of people told me I was when I was younger. I don't think I listened to them too much because I was just wanted to win races and stuff. So I wasn't thinking oh, I'm so good at this. I was just focusing on how many people I could beat in the races. Then when I got older, they were saying I could be really good. And then, the time started coming down when I got on, a really good training program.
When did you begin skating with a coach supervising what you're doing?
Probably when I was 6.
Okay, so after a year of pond skating, you had a coach.
Yeah. Wow. And I've gone through a couple coaches. One of them he was Shawnee Davis's coach. He's an Olympic gold medalist too, but he died when I was 12 or 13. And then, that was kind of tough.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Well, switching coaches had to be tough at that point too, because they're different personalities, and things change.
Yeah, it's different. I mean, I went to after Bobby, I was trained by Shawnee Davis actually. So that was kind of cool because he was kind of always around the rink, even when I was younger. And you could just joke with him. He's a really nice guy. Like, he's not really, like, stuck up. Like, if you go to, like, baseball or football games, you can't really interact with the athletes and stuff. And
Sure.
speed skating, it's a bit different. You can talk to them. So he was always nice and friendly.
Well, it probably didn't hurt that you were on the ice with him, too, so we knew that you were kind of part of the club, right?
I mean, I was just individual. Actually, he was coaching maybe 3 other people. So it wasn't like he wasn't coaching a club. It was just individual, and, you know, he took me on. So it was fun. I'd like to tease him a lot, tell him I'd beat his records when I was, you know, going to be older, and then I eventually did. So
Love
maybe he
that.
just like that.
Set a goal and do it. Did either of your two medals break as we had those
No.
reports of the bad jewelry?
No.
No? Okay, good.
Did you treat them
No,
gently?
I did, because I heard about them breaking because people were jumping. So I just, you know, I never jumped with it.
Right. I'm not gonna fall and go into the rocks. Now I'm not gonna jump with my gold medal. You learn really fast.
Yeah.
Talking to Jordan Stolz and his 2 gold medals that he won at the Olympics just a few weeks back.
Where do you store them, or where do you display them?
I mean, I just keep them wherever. Usually it's in my bed.
Oh,
You know, just
okay.
keep
Under
with
your
them.
pillow.
Yeah.
Well,
Have 2 under the pillow, one out.
growing up here in southeastern Wisconsin, the southeastern corner of the state, we kind of got to see you a few years ago when you were younger, and the story was this guy could be really good. This Jordan Stolz kid could be really good, and then as the Olympics got closer, you were that good. How much pressure is there on you when you get to the Olympics and people have been watching and told this guy could be something special?
You know, there's a lot of pressure going into the 1,000 meters. You know, that was the first event. Because I'd been winning so many races, and now all of a sudden it's just one race that you have to win to become the gold medalist.
Yeah.
And of course, anything can happen, right? But if, like, the people who are considered like underdogs, like, they have that chance to be able to win a medal. And like my main competitor, if he would have won the 1,000, he would have had really good chances, you know, to also win the 500 too, and I could have ended up with 2 silvers, and that would have been kind of bad. So it was
being that there's something wrong with. I know that you're striving to be the best. I get that, but you know, to dedicate your life to doing this and then coming in second, it's not failure, is it? I mean, how do you?
It's not failure if you did everything that you could have to have the best performance, you know, that you can achieve, right?
I don't
Like, if
think
there's
any of
things
those
wrong-
Canadian hockey players feel like they were successful.
Yeah, I know what you mean, because gold, it's all about gold. Nobody goes thinking, well, if bronze is good, bronze is fine. If I get bronze,
I think there's a lot more mental health with bronze than there is with silver in hockey and stuff
silver
like
and
that.
fourth are like the worst. Yeah.
Really?
yeah.
Did you get to check out any other events after you were done skating?
I went to the men's gold medal game, the hockey game.
Yeah.
I was there. I watched him score the goal after getting his teeth knocked out. That was pretty cool.
Yeah,
That was pretty cool.
Yeah. The nice part is you got 2 gold medals. They got 1, and you left with all your teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. I'm not as iconic. I still have them.
You're ahead of the game, George.
The choppers.
So that's not too bad. We're talking
Right.
to Jordan Stolz, gold medal winner in the Olympics. Okay, so you've got your 2 medals. What are we looking at for 4 years down the road now?
Well, I'm going to keep trying to, you know, improve, win world championships, see what I can rack up, you know, improve my skating legacy, kind of. Then going into 2030, you know, hopefully I can be just as good as I am now compared to the other guys, or maybe even better, try and win some more. So I don't have any plans of stopping.
So your plan is
Nice.
to be at the next Winter Olympic Games. I'm not even sure. Where are the next Winter Olympic Games?
Somewhere in France.
Okay. All right. They're not that they're still in the French Alps this time.
I think, I think
but-
this might be where they're at.
But you won't be in an Alp anywhere because you're a skater.
I don't know.
You might take a gondola up and take a picture, and then you come back down, and then you go win a gold medal.
Well, they might build. That'd be kind of cool.
What was more nerve-wracking, racing in the Olympics or throwing out the first pitch at the Brewer game last week?
Definitely the Olympics, obviously.
All right, that's an honest
I
answer.
have to throw a good one. I did have to throw a good one because Jordan Love was there, and you know it's like the 2 Jordans, so I had to make sure I made it across, right?
Yeah, we knew you would.
It's a little unfair when they put you on the mound after the quarterback of the Packers has gone out there and thrown one, don't you think?
everyone's always trying to put as much pressure on me as they can. So it's kind of used to it.
He knew
Yeah,
who
it
you
doesn't
were,
seem to
right?
bother
He
you.
wasn't
Yeah,
evil.
you seem to handle it well.
Yeah. Did you take some time off after the Olympics? Just relax, eat what you want, enjoy yourself for a week or so?
Oh, yeah, I've been eating whatever I want, which, yeah. I mean, for me, that's eating less, actually. I actually eat so much with training, I kind of get sick of eating. I don't want to eat anymore.
Wow.
Really?
So that's
Boy.
it's been nice to feel
How does that
hungry,
work?
actually.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
So how many calories is that a day when you're in training? 6,000?
Probably 5,000.
Really? Gee.
Okay. All right. Before we let you go, who is your were Dan Jansen or Eric Heiden were they guys that you looked up to when you were skating growing up?
I think most of those guys were. Eric Heiden's obviously pretty well known as like the greatest skater of all time, and every kid kind of knows who he is if they're really involved in skating. So I guess, yeah, you look up to Heiden, watch his videos on YouTube, see what he's all about, his training motivation and stuff. That's something I used to watch as a kid.
All right. Well, Jordan, thanks for the time, and congratulations again on your medals.
All right. Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thanks for helping us out with the MACC Fund Radiothon this afternoon.
Of course. And I hope many people donate, and hopefully it goes well.
All right. Jordan, thanks for the time. Jordan Stolz, I don't know, just won a couple of gold medals. Yeah, enjoying life right now a little bit.
Right.
Doing some spring break
They're
stuff.
just saying French Alps for the location.
Yeah.
They haven't given it a city or anything. Just Alps.
They got 4 years to narrow it down.
Put it in a few different places.
They'll get it done. Yes, you are enjoying the Bob and Brian MACC Fund Radiothon on the Hog.